Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are destined to roll. Sorry, I just was about to say we're gonna roll dice. Then I was like, we're destined to roll, and then yeah, okay. It's been a long week. So we're gonna hang out, play D&D, and enjoy this lovely evening together. We are sorry for the delay. We were missing one player who is a little late to jump in, and we're just gonna get going without them. And then when they hop in, it'll be fine. So any announcements from people before? Oh, our first episode is up on YouTube. So if you want to check out our Twitch, it has info nope, our Twitter, that one. It has info on our first episode up on YouTube as well as other things. All that info is on like our stream starting soon page and everything, but it's just at Roll Destined. So, anyways, any announcements or anything super exciting before a recap?
Um, hopefully
Wash
now we're
your
gonna
hands.
hopefully now we're gonna just stream from our actual Twitch page.
Yeah, we are doing that now.
I would advise all of you to wash your headsets because Shorty has the virus.
Whoa, dude, you can't be telling people what the doctor said. It's not.
Wash your mouse pad, gamers.
Ew, I just thought about that. There's so much junk probably on people's mouse pads.
Yeah.
So, anyway, anything else? No? Yes? No? Stay safe. We love you all. Okay. Well then, I will get going with a recap. The group just finished kind of helping out Lord Athos and everything and are hanging out in Pignus. Also discovered that one of the primordial Satidia has been corrupting over the years and was part of the reason why the Rakshasa stuck in the mirror was able to manifest and try to get out. So the group has kind of discovered that they're part of a larger thing that's going on with the gods and the primordials and all of that jazz. And so, in light of this all, they were invited to tea with Lady Poppy, someone who Lord Athos was trying to get Rooks in contact with. Hey, Joey's here.
Yeah.
I'm doing a recap. Someone
Okay.
who Athos was trying to get in Dr. Rooks in contact with because she knows people and everything. And after a conversation and everything, where Elman recognized her as his old friend from his home and someone who he's worked with a lot and is really close with. And she snuck into his room and talked to him a little bit, revealed that she knows where his mother is and has been employed by the mask to begin the groundwork and everything in Brightstone, which is a kingdom that has been apparently corrupted. And so she asked Elman if he would do an artifact recovery, getting the Staff of Ebony from somewhere up in the mountains north of the Sanbar Oasis, so that they could, have a powerful artifact of the gods that would help with balancing out things since the Brightstone primarily worships Sirius, the god of the sun. So the group also had some shenanigans, donut related shenanigans, and Cass and Snud tried to take Dr. Rooks's mask off, which was super entertaining. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what happened. And so now the group is going to finish up some research and pack up and head out of Pignus and get on their way to the Sanbar Oasis to go recover the Staff of Ebony. So I think where we left off last session, Elman had gotten a letter of recommendation from Bree and went back, and Xylova and Dr. Rooks went to the Charcepta archives to try to get a little bit more info, and Xylova wanted to spar with Bree before he left. So I think that we are picking up back there. So Dr. Rooks is in the library, and I believe you are going to the back to talk with Jack, correct?
I am, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So you, after Bree and Zai kind of leave the library, you kind of help yourself into the back, and you find Jack sitting at the table, and he has like a bunch of books and papers and journals spread out around him, and what appears to be very cold cup of tea. And he kind of looks up as you walk in and smiles at you.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Rux. Can I help you?
Here are the books I borrowed. If you have any other research material you can give me, I'm open to receiving it.
Well, I compiled a list of the primordials as you asked, or at least the ones who ruled in the pantheon. There's a lot of primordials, and books haven't quite. It's hard to compile everything because they didn't win. So he's like he's like awkward, so he's trying to explain this, and he says essentially that there's the primordials that existed. There was a bunch, the main pantheon that created the world, and then they have a bunch of like offspring and demigods equivalent or kind of that also existed, but he managed to get you a list of the ones that helped create the world and were considered part of the main pantheon that the gods then defeated.
All right. He just takes it and just says thank you, and he just heads out.
Okay. So, Zai, are you ready to fight Bree?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
So ready.
Okay.
For the sake of this, I don't think we need like a map because you're just duking it out. But she leads you towards kind of one of the sparring areas that the guards use and says, "I train here, so we can fight here."
Are we using weapons or are we just using fists?
Oh, I'm not necessarily good with fists, but I'm great with my weapon.
Use either or.
It's up to you. I mean, I can heal you if anything, but when I kick your ass.
Already?
Oh yeah, already.
Right. And he pulls out his great axe with his chain attached to it.
I suppose that I shouldn't use spells because that's not in good sport.
If you want to.
I feel like I can beat you without it. However, I am going to. You don't have a way of healing me if I go down, so. And she kind of mutters something, and magic shifts around her. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot that it was like linked, and so it sent everything to Roll20. But magic shifts around her, and she makes it so that essentially if she falls, she's still conscious, so that you don't like accidentally kill her before you can get a cleric.
Sorry, is Snud there? I was planning on going to see Brianna.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. If you wanted to go with them, I would say that it would have been pretty easy.
Okay,
Because they
well,
said that they were going to the library.
I'll be there, but I'll let Joey do his thing.
Let Joey duke it out.
Exactly.
be
Get his
the
ass
on-site be the on-site medic. Okay. So she kind of stands and unsheaths her greatsword and stands smirking at you and just puts her hand out and motions for you to come at her.
Already. How far away are we from each other?
Like I would say 10-ish feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna try out my chain and I'm just gonna chuck my great axe.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's see. Oh, 13.
Okay, 13 does
Okay.
not hit. So as you unleash your great axe connected to the chain, she kind of just steps out of the way, and and it clatters to the ground. You can use your bonus action to attempt to pull it back. So make an athletics check.
Athletics. Oh, okay. 28, not 20.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I know, right?
really, really pull that back. It is super pulled back.
I use my extra attack to fling it right back. Use the momentum for it coming back to
Okay.
fling it.
You
Okay.
won't be able to pull it back again, but
Okay.
so it'll be just on the ground. But 20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Shit.
Like a yo-yo.
I know, right? 13.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. So as the axe then kind of sinks into her a little bit, she winces as it goes past her armor, and it's kind of stuck in there, and she like kicks it out and it falls on the ground. I almost just tipped over my whole table. That was terrifying. It's one of those days. Okay, she pulls out her, or she has her great sword out, and she just goes, "Okay, enough with this bullshit," and runs into you and swings to hit. Oh, I always click that button instead of the right button.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, that is a
27.
nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So,
Could I use Stone's endurance?
sure. Is that a reaction?
Mhm.
Okay, then yeah, go for it.
Mm.
So that's 18 points of damage, and then you're
9.
using Stone Endurance.
12.
Okay, beautiful. So you reduce that to 6 damage.
Yikes.
Yeesh.
Learning, guys.
Okay. So she just grins at you and says, "Let's see how you do," and lets you. It's your turn now.
Okay. So my axe is still on the floor.
It's still on the ground,
Okay, where is it?
next to her.
Okay, well, since I am unarmed, I am going to shoulder. I'm going to attempt a shoulder tackle.
Okay. So go ahead and make your unarmed strike, and with your bonus action, you can do the
Can do the what?
tavern brawler attack. So go ahead and try. 26 hits,
26.
and she needs to escape. Okay, go ahead and roll your tavern brawler strike. So the 1d4 plus 5.
D4 plus 5. 7.
Okay, and you're attempting to grapple her. So I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay. Ah, God. No.
Oof,
No.
Bree, you're better than that.
It's like, no, why? All of a sudden, why?
Wait, did you roll?
I didn't roll yet.
Oh, okay.
14.
Okay. So you grapple her, and you now have her grappled. You try to take her to the ground. You said.
Shoulder tackle?
Okay, so tackled
Yeah.
her. Okay, you still have
Yeah.
one more attack if you want it.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm practically so I get on top for a ground and pound. Pretty much I'm just gonna like hammer fist her.
Good.
Yes. Take that in any way you shall.
Okay, 26
26.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And it's unarmed. 7.
Okay, another 7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to. She's going to attempt to get out of the grapple. She doesn't like that. That is another 10. Okay. Yeah, no, she does not escape. You're 14.
Nice.
And she's gonna roll her eyes and she's fine. Okay, go ahead, your turn.
Sweet. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna continue with the ground and pound since she's still grappled.
Okay.
And that's a 12. I'm gonna use my extra attack. God damn it. Oh my god.
Yeah, neither of those hit.
Whatever.
So she's kind of
of
dodging
course
out
not.
of the way. She's dodging out of the way and moving and like shifting beneath you to try to avoid your attacks as you punch the ground.
Doesn't he have advantage?
Yeah, I was gonna try to figure that out. I think that
I
you
don't think
do.
grapple gives you advantage. I think that's restrained.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Grapple
then what
just
does
means they
grapple
can't
do?
move.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean if he were to so if we were in a fight with her and Xylovar grappled her, would we not get advantage if we attacked her?
No, you would not. It's just their speed becomes 0, and they can't benefit any bonus of speed.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, that's what I thought. I was trying to remember because it was like one of those, does he get advantage things? But okay, she's just gonna kind of shift her greatsword in between you and try to cut you. Oof.
Oof.
She is rolling shit on damage, man. It's not awful. Okay, so you take 8 points of damage as she slices her
8?
sword in between you two. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm still on her, or am I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So, as I see the great sword pierces beautifully red skin, he's gonna attempt more hammer fists. It's pretty. Yeah. Damn it! I can't talk today. I swear.
Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you ever just want to go fucking ape shit?
10 does
All
not.
right. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna fucking use my action surge.
16 does hit, though. 16
what?
does hit. Yeah. She's like in barely any armor. She's a librarian.
Oh,
Oof. Poor her.
okay. 8 damage.
Okay. Are you still using your action surge?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to attempt to put her in a chokehold.
Okay.
As a
Flavor.
you can as a flavor. You can surrender if you want. A 20.
Okay, that hits.
So 8 damage.
Beautiful. And your second attack for your action surge?
I still have her in the chokehold.
Yeah, but you used your action surge.
I'm just gonna.
So you get 2 attacks.
Let me see. So I'm gonna suplex her. I'm gonna pick her up and suplex her.
Okay. 10
Oh
does
god
not.
damn it! Whatever.
You try to pick her up and she's a little nimble. Okay. She grins at you and says, "Okay, well, now this isn't fair because this is what you do." And she casts a spell on herself as a bonus action, and then she is going to try to hit you again. That is a 16 to hit, which I don't think hits. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so it kind of glances off your new armor and you get excited because you're finally not getting hit. Okay.
Okay. So what?
Nope, go ahead.
Zai's gonna go for his Spartan kick.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Man.
Wait, if it's what I think it is.
Something's about
if you
to
attack,
happen.
doesn't it go away?
A 9. A 9.
Oh shoot! I didn't read that. Thank
Well,
you.
you could always done it in the other order because she would have known.
Yeah, she did it in the other order.
Okay.
Okay, 9. Okay, you go to Spartan kick her, and you just like forget what you're doing for a second and put your foot down and look confused.
You son of a bitch.
You can try to attack her again. You
Okay.
just lose the first attack. But you need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Alright. 20. I go for the damn Spartan kick.
Okay, you
And that is a crit, damn it.
no. Oh, that's just your wisdom saving throw. That's not your actual attack.
Oh my lord.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
So you managed
You know
to
what,
like
sorry.
what? This is a level 1
Uh,
spell too, man, and it's kicking
Oh
your
my
ass.
god. Shut up, Zari. I am a son of chaos. How dare you talk to me that way?
Let me do what I want. Okay, so as you kind of manage to shrug off the effect, but you go to kick her, and she dodges out of the way and catches your foot, and just like shoves you back a little bit. Okay, and then she's going to grin at you and attack you again. 19 to hit. Okay, 13 slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
And she'll cast it again. 'Kay.
Oh.
So if you want to try to hit her, go ahead and roll.
At
Nope.
6.
So you lose your first
At
attack.
16. 16.
Okay, 16 just saves. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
your attack.
15.
Just hits.
Cool. Alright. Now she's
Damage.
gonna fucking get this damn Spartan kick.
I can just imagine Zai trying to kick and then putting his foot down, and trying to kick and then putting his
7, you know.
He looks like he's
Kinda
doing one of
distant.
the stupid silly walks from Monty Python. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He is Russian.
Okay. She's going to grin at you and put her kind of sword down and just say, okay. I think we're good.
Mm.
And she puts her hand out for you to
Okay.
shake it.
We shake hands.
Yep. And
Cool.
she says,
Right.
that was fun.
Yes. More action than I've got in a while.
As you shake hands, she casts Cure Wounds on you.
Yes.
And so you take 16 points. Back.
Back.
Stop making fun of
Cool.
me.
Too late.
She just says, that was fun.
Is fun.
If you ever want to spar again, let me know. Maybe next time I'll actually use spells and do some more damage.
But maybe next time you can win.
Yeah. She kind of looks at you like, bruh, I didn't use any like of my actual abilities, but okay, whatever.
But he's just like, good try.
Mm-hmm. She kind of walks up to you, Snud, and says, and like puts her hand out for a high five and says, "Do you enjoy watching?"
Yeah, great fighter. Snud jumps trying to reach her hand but can't quite manage it because she's so tall.
She's
Like a
actually not
baby.
that tall. She's like barely 5 feet. She's short.
Wait,
So-
she's shorter than Dr. Rose.
Yeah, she's small.
I thought she was this tall, buff warrior woman.
No, she's
She was
short. Yeah.
So I guess that means Rooks and Zai are the tallest in the cast.
Interesting.
I'm 8 feet tall.
I'm fake, but okay.
And she goes, "Shall we?" And you guys start walking back to the library.
Ooh.
And
Anna,
So
you read a lot of books. You must be super smart and stuff. Do you know anything about the Sanbar Oasis?
yeah, I know quite a bit. That's where I actually originally trained.
Yeah, wow. What is it like over there?
Sandy.
So,
um she like says that and looks at you for a second and then kind of smiles and says uh it's the Sanbar Oasis is a very large town. And it's kind of its own little kingdom, but it's in the middle of the desert area and the wastes, kind of on a lake that ran down from a river from the mountains right north of it. But it's a pretty cool area. There's a lot of culture and a lot of knowledge, and it's actually the base where the Charcepta archive started.
Wow. Well, we're planning on going there, and we want to make I want to make a good impression. So, is there like resources that they're not that they're missing that I could bring them? I was planning on giving them a recipe for donuts, but that did not go through.
Well, there's quite a bit of trade between the Clarius Kingdom and the Sanbar Oasis, so there's not like a ton that they don't necessarily have.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they've got everything they need.
Yeah, it's a pretty big town.
Is there something you would like us to deliver since we're going there anyways? Maybe
That's
something to the Trifecta archive, maybe some books or stuff.
that's okay. We have a route that people run every so often, and then we also have different magic ways to send messages and the like. So we're good. But thank you for
You,
offering.
well, it's my pleasure. Do you know what would be the quickest way to get there?
Well, the quickest way is probably through the Valley of the Thieves, but it cuts off about 4 days of your time to go down there and then take the barge through and take the barge down the Great Gulch. But it's not necessarily safe. I mean, they call it the Valley of Thieves for a reason. It's just really convenient. But if you're willing to go the extra 4 days and have a little bit more towns and the like, you can pass across into Horizon Grove and down through Umbra.
It's a lot. That's very helpful.
You're very welcome. It's kind of what I do.
Is there anything else we should know while since we're going to the Sandbar Oasis?
Um, be careful traveling in the sand. There's like a pretty decent trail through it, but if you venture off, it's very easy to get lost.
Can you tell me anything about if the Sandbar Oasis and the area is safe? I've
Oh,
never been there, so I don't know what kind of monsters would be there.
the oasis itself is safe, and the town is safe within the walls and everything, but out in the desert, it's kind of a free for all. There's lots of monsters and creepy old ruins that have been half sucked into the desert, and her eyes like start to get a little bright with this. And so many different things. Like you never know what ancient burial ruin you're gonna uncover or what different cool things you're gonna come across.
Nerd.
Ooh.
Did you say nerd?
Yeah.
I feel called out personally. Um, so just make sure you have a lot of water with you guys. And if you can travel at night when you're actually traveling through the desert, it's a little bit smarter.
And who would be in charge of the Trifecta archives at Sandbar Oasis?
Oh, well, hold on. That's not.
Zara
Is
needs
that?
to make up a name pronto.
No, I don't. I have a name. I just need to find. I need to remember where I put it. Uh, well, the ruler is actually the one who's in charge of the Charcepta archives. His name is Qatar.
Is he a king? The king of the librarians?
Country.
That's one way to put it. It's kind of its own little separate country. We all just call him by his first name. But he is the ruler of the Sanbar Oasis and also is like in charge of the library. But I actually already spoke with your bard friend and gave him a letter of recommendation for one of my friends who's kind of in the higher ups at the Charsepta archives there.
Oh, that's great. Elman is pretty smart.
Yeah. Anything
All
else I
right.
can help you with?
No, I think that's it. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. And travel safe. And if I come up or if I find any more information on satiety and the like and this whole problem, I'll send you guys a message.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head back to the Headless Dragon?
Well, Snud would like to go buy some rations because a 30-day journey is going to require a lot of rations.
Okay, yeah, I would say it's pretty easy for you guys to stock up, and actually with the money that Vila gave you to help with that, you guys are managing, like, you can stock up and everything really easily and make sure that you have enough food and water
Did
and
we
the
split
like.
that money? I don't remember.
I think you just took the whole pouch.
I did take the whole pouch. Okay, because I remember adding a lot.
It was 200. I remember that.
Under that's mine.
I mean, if that's what you did, then yeah, sure.
I would like to talk to Dr. Rooks.
Okay, so you guys kind of head back to the Headless Dragon. Dr. Rooks, were you going anywhere else after getting more info? Oh, he's stuck.
Who's stuck?
No.
Oh, there we go, fixed. Okay.
Who's stuck?
You were stuck on for a second, it looked like.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
What's
fine, it's not
wrong?
your fault.
What's happening?
Did you go anywhere after the archives? Or did you head back?
Rooks is probably at the Headless Dragon, just reading over the research he just got.
Okay. So yeah, you guys walk back in. I think Cass and Elman, I don't think you went back there, did you?
Me? No, I did.
Okay, cool.
In the music.
And so you guys make your way back and you're all kind of gathering and trying to
Wait,
decide
where
if
were
you...
we?
Headless Dragon.
Wait,
Base of operations.
So wait, but you said me and Alman we were somewhere different than that?
Oh no, I was saying Cass is there. I'm trying to remember if
Okay.
back or not. So, but you guys are all kind of there, regathering. So, Snud, you said you wanted to talk to Dr. X?
Yeah. You're good with potions and stuff. I don't know if you remember, but I drank a potion of giant strength a while back and was super great. I was so powerful. I kept the bottle and I think there's a little bit left inside. Do you think you would be able to recreate it?
Could I recreate this? I have the kit for it.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming it's different than a health potion in terms of like days it would take to create, so I'm not sure.
Yes, I believe so. I'm gonna need to do some research to see what you would need to do in order to do
Because
that.
if I'm making it, it costs half as much than it would take to buy it. That's normal.
Yes.
That's the rule for potions. The
Yes.
problem is just how long it takes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I believe that you have the stuff that you...
The thing about it is, I have the ability to make it. I just need to know what I need to make it, honestly.
I think that might be alchemist stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, it's most likely alchemist.
Oh, yeah, it's alchemist, not herbalism. Herbalism is only the healing potions.
I buy an alchemy kit?
Doesn't mean you're proficient in it, but sure.
I mean, could I gain proficiency in it? Because the thing about it is, Dr. Rooks 100% seems like the type who would have a book on alchemy.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you proficient in it.
No, that's not what I said. I said he has a book on alchemy.
Okay.
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
but he looked...
we can talk.
Yeah, but he looks at he's like, with enough practice and probably experimentation, I maybe. I would however, if you want it quickly, I would recommend you go to an actual alchemist.
Oh, it's okay. I trust you. Whenever you're ready, we can take a look at it.
Oh, you poor, stupid boy. Um, you're putting your faith in the wrong person. But he says, all right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Dr.
Oh,
Brooks.
yeah, I guess I should ask, would you guys rather have spell scrolls or potions? Because Dr. Rooks can make either or.
Well, only like you and Snud and Elman could use the spell scrolls, where anybody can use a potion. So, but it's 1d4. Nope. I am blanking. What's a basic potion of healing? I'm losing my mind.
2d4
Okay.
plus
Thank
2.
you. Thank you. I think that's right. And the cure wounds is 1d8 plus their spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, so party out of character, which one seems more useful?
Why not both?
That is very fair. Actually, I think spell scrolls cost less though. I'm looking. I have everything saved. Okay, so yeah, a level 1 spell scroll costs 1 day. 2 costs 3 days.
Okay, if we die, you
And
have like a million diamonds.
a potion costs. That is valid. A potion is
There's
2
so many
days.
fucking diamonds.
Yeah, the thing about it
Losing
is,
my mind.
I'm thinking scrolls would be. Plus, I'm gonna get more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she promised more. So guess what? We're getting more. Anyways, no one's dying on my watch, and I get raised dead next level. Anyways, yeah, I think scrolls are more convenient only because they take a level 1 spell is less time. It's more time, but you can get more healing. All right, I'm just gonna do
Yeah, if you want to just pop off with
wait,
bunch of cure wounds.
oh yeah, actually, what I can do is I can just do half and half.
I'm just like imagining you guys all having like spell scrolls stuffed in your belt ready for a fight.
Listen. All right, so
The imagery is making me laugh.
it takes a month. So what I should do is plan for how long I'm going to take on each then, if that's the
Yeah.
case. All right, I'm gonna get a piece of paper and write. You guys continue.
Okay. So is there anything, did you guys decide if you wanted to leave tonight or the next morning?
Next one.
I think the next morning would work best.
Okay. So you guys talk it out about your travel plans. Snud, do you want to share what you learned about the best travel path with the group?
Yeah. Sure will.
You guys can decide where you want to go. So go for it. Figure it out. How are you going?
You want to take the fast way or the safe way?
I would much prefer the fast one.
I would very much prefer the safe way.
Well, we could do both. I mean, we could go take the safe way and then come back by the fast way.
I don't think we're coming back this way afterward.
I mean, we could zigzag our way through. It's fine.
How unsafe is the unsafe way, Snud?
Oh, people, it's called the Valley of Thieves, and Brianna let me know that there might be thieves there.
Okay. Do we know anything about the Valley of Thieves?
Elman, you specifically know about this
Do
area.
I know anything?
No, you do not. You're not from this area.
Don't qualify as a thief.
That's not what that means, but okay. Elman, you specifically know about this area because it's a little bit north from where you grew up, but essentially it's a valley that has a winding cliff path down into it, and there's this like giant waterfall and a pulley system that was put into place by, hold on, I named the city. Where did it go? I have like no memory right now. That it's the Brightwater, the capital of the Sea of Hills, is right at the top of the area, and they, as a trade route, funnel things down into this valley. And there's like, it's essentially mainly taken up by the river. There's a small path alongside the river, but they barge things down into the Great Gulch to kind of get them to the city of Riverward, right by this bridge here. And so that's how they make it faster rather than traveling everything along by land when they're doing different trade and stuff. And so the Valley of Thieves is not necessarily super safe because there's been bandits and thieves that have been, starting to make home there. And actually, Elman, know specifically that there's rumors of cave systems and secret doors and such out, like, alongside the whole valley.
Okay. Okay. Elman would like to retract his statement and say go the safe way because Rooks' cart is not going to be safe there.
Correction, you mean, well, I guess out of character. Correction, you mean literally no one there would be safe if his stuff got stolen.
If that's the case, we should just go that way.
I mean, listen, if you want Rooks to go on a Dead or Alive-esque mission to kill everyone who ever stole something from him in the desert, fine, I'm down, I guess.
Well, it's a group task, so it's a group.
Whoever's from the area, I think.
Right, but
I don't mind either way, so I'll leave the voting to you guys.
I think we should. Let's just go the safe way so that everyone's has ease of mind.
Oh, and I can get an extra.
It's only like, it's 4 days off your time, is what she said.
And then we get there 4 days late and the whole city's gone. And some random NPC's waiting. He's like, why didn't you guys come sooner? 4 days ago, our city blew up.
They're waiting specifically for you and you alone.
Yeah, well, they were desolated. They have no more city to return to.
I heard that a group of adventurers would come.
No,
and
he's
save
just
the
there
city.
grieving. But once we talk to him, that's what happened.
Ugh, yike.
It's the safe way.
Okay, so you
Hey,
guys are
so
deciding on
change of
going-
plans. We're only gonna do level 1 spells because I forgot that level 2 costs 250, while level 1 are just 15.
So how much paper is here?
buying all the paper before you leave.
Expensive paper.
One. So we're gonna have 15 level 1 spells, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, listen. You literally had us go up against that little piece of the primordial god. Do you think Rooks is gonna stand for this? 1, 2,
That's
3,
a lot of
4,
fucking paper.
15. So that would be 25 times 15.
He stocks his cart with paper only, no food.
Oh, please. They're rations.
The
Anyways.
hoarder, he's stocking all the toilet paper.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, because Rooks isn't an idiot. He's not going to take something people essentially need and then leave something like the antivitamins that would actually help you on the shelves. I'm getting into personal business. I'm an essential worker, so 70.
That's how you really feel, Rosario.
So if I wanted to do that for 15 days, so so now that's 50 times 3 plus 25.
Okay, so as you guys decide this, is there any other order of business you guys would like to do before you sleep and head out for the night, or head out the next day? So it's pretty easy for you to use the money that Vila gave you to stock up and make sure that you have all the rations and such that you need.
How
I'm
much
not
do we
gonna.
use?
I would say about 100 of it.
100 gold for what?
Well,
Rations?
That's just for. That's
well,
just for
did you
breakfast.
guys? I thought you guys were. Were you guys talking about getting other horses too, or no?
Didn't they say they'd cover the horses? They said
Yeah,
I
they
covered
did.
our
Gold-
transportation.
Yeah, sorry.
No, she said she could, but then Rook said no.
Rook
Okay,
did not
I'm-
say no.
I don't remember
Rook
Rook
said
saying
he
no.
was going to pick what?
It's okay. I've got this covered, guys. I'll summon a steed to help Black Rose,
That's cute.
and hopefully my steed is not going to eat Black Rose.
I think Rook's listen, that steed can get his back clapped if he wants to. Anyways,
Turn
like I
into
was saying,
glue.
listen, if you think Black Rose can't take on a Drake, you are sorely mistaken.
So, wait, sorry.
Yes.
How much would it cost for 3 horses and enough food and rations? Last.
Making me do math. Hold on.
Making my way down to.
That's no.
Oh.
That's not what I said.
All right, so I remember while you're doing that, I remember Zari gave us options, and I'm realizing this might be a bit tricky because if I'm doing 15 days worth of scroll and 15 days worth of potions, the total comes out to about 550 gold for everything, which pretty good. But that's also stuff continuously working, and also 4 days for the greater healing potions, and 2 days for the one healing potion, while 1 day for the other for the spell scrolls.
A lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm bad at
What you're
math
saying
when it
is
doesn't
it's
come to D&D.
expensive.
It's only
You're
550
saying
gold. I have that covered, but still.
Oh.
Did to all level 1 spells. Actually, let's see what the price would be with level 2 spells. Hold on, guys.
Okay, so if you wanted to get horses, you might need to go beg Vila for a little bit more money because horses are 75 gold each. Rations for all of you guys for that long of time is
1 gold.
No. Is 75.
One.
Stop.
75
Let me
gold?
tell you. 75 gold.
Okay.
A day? Jesus, how
No,
much are we
for-
gonna eat?
No, not a day. It's 5 silver pieces a day for each of you.
Okay, I marked it all. 75 gold.
Okay.
So we have all the...
Okay.
Or, yeah, right.
And-
Snud bought all the rations.
And if you would like to purchase horses, they're 75 gold pieces each.
So 75 times 3 is what?
225.
225. Marked off. We have 3 horses.
Are these tax deductibles?
Okay, so we have 3 horses, and we have enough rations.
D&D tax.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 horses.
Anything else?
Is anybody here good with traps? I was thinking that maybe, even though we're going through the safe route, maybe we'll be attacked by thieves or people will try to steal stuff from us. So maybe you can booby trap one of our barrels inside the cart, and if they try to steal from it, they'll be booby trapped.
I might be able to reverse engineer a trap.
Yeah,
Do I have any traps? Hunting trap? No, I do not have any hunting traps.
I disable traps, so I'm assuming I could make traps.
Yeah, sure.
And kobolds make traps for a living, basically.
Yeah, I know. I would say between you and Snud, you guys could easily make traps. It wouldn't be hard for you two.
Plus.
Okay.
Alright, so actually, it's a lot cheaper than I thought it was. It would actually only cost me about 1,200 gold. Which I have easily, so.
How would you buy 30 more diamonds?
What? I'm not talking about the. Oh, you're making a joke.
I would like to split the cost of the scrolls with Rooks.
Just the scrolls? All right, I'm down.
So it was 1,200 total.
Well, that's 1,200 totals for a potion material and scroll components.
Okay, yeah, I want to split the whole thing because I assume most of that's gonna get used on us anyways.
That's fair. Hold on, I'm trying to write, but my pen is being annoying today.
I'm gonna
you
throw
gonna say
75 gold for a horse to help you out, Cass.
Okay, so I'll add 75 gold back to me.
Right. So, who's chipping in? Is it just the 2 half elves?
I bought all the
I already
food
marked
and
6
horses.
Yeah, I marked
Cool.
600 down.
I mean, Vila did, but
Oh,
okay.
cool.
I put some of my own money too.
Cool. That means Rooks only has to pay 650. Oh, Rooks. I guess I should say Rooks will ask you, "Are you sure about this?" when you offer to pay for it.
I'm sure that most of it's gonna get used on us anyways. It only seems fair that you wouldn't take on the whole.
All right. Yeah, so Rooks only has to pay 650 then. Cool.
I love that Rooks is like, I don't like these people. Also, Rooks, I'm going to spend a fuck ton of money to make sure they stay alive.
I mean, literally,
Because
they're
he's a
dead, who's there to
parasite.
make a month?
He just leeches off of us. He needs us alive. He needs a host alive
Exactly.
to feed off of it.
and you guys need him alive to not die. So it's a win-win.
Debatable.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's fine.
So, anyways,
If you don't want
Watch
it
your
feeling,
ass
all you have to
not
do is
get
ask.
revivified.
next day, right?
Yes. So, you guys, any other order of business before
In
you
the
go to
morning,
sleep?
I want to do something.
Okay, so you all find your evening's rest, and wake up and finish packing your bags, ready to. I said that very Midwestern. I'm so sorry. That was so
Packing
funny.
bags.
I knew Joey was gonna make fun of me too. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. Anyway, so as you finish and you pack your bags, stop, Joey. And pack up everything, knowing that you're leaving a place that you've been hanging out at for a couple weeks.
Fuck this place.
Cass is like, I'm out. Bye.
I'm kidding.
Who
Cass
cares?
doesn't say that.
No, I'm just joking. Okay, so as you guys start packing and loading everything into Dr. Rooks's cart, Cass, you said you wanted to do something?
I wanted to visit Trix.
Okay. Yeah,
Cute.
she's not like out yet, but you walk to her room and knock on the door, and she opens the door and smiles at you.
I'm in the same form as before. That I met her.
Rose. Nice to see you again.
I was wondering. You mentioned you're from an orphanage, right?
Yeah, here and there.
What was? Oh, you moved from orphanage to orphanage?
Yeah, and then when I wanted to leave, I left.
What were the names of the orphanage?
She tells you they're not anything you. Why?
I'm just curious. Then I'll go.
Not even gonna say bye or anything. Just.
No, just
I'm walking away. Oh,
running away.
also I'm leaving for like forever, 30 days or.
Forever.
Goodbye, good riddance.
Bye.
She says, "Oh, okay. Well, safe travels, and if you have any fun stories, you're welcome to send them back to me. I always like to hear." She looks at you weirdly. You're so awkward.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not looking at her. I'm walking.
Alright, really quick. I guess I meant to ask you this. How do months work in this world?
So
Months.
there's 30 days in a month, usually.
Anyways, sorry, in this fantasy world you created, do months work the same as ours? Do they have the same
Yes.
name, etc.?
They don't have the same name, but I haven't made up names yet, so.
Okay, I got you.
but they work the same way. What, Joey?
Hmm?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, shit. I'm asking because I was trying to think of when Rooks' birthday would be because I know for a fact he's probably a Virgo.
That would explain a lot.
What? Okay. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay. Sure, that can be it. That's fine.
By the way,
That's such a Gemini thing to say.
by the way, my mom's a Virgo and Kyle's also a Virgo, which is really funny.
Oh, that is funny.
Yes, because the first thing I thought of when I met Rooks was, you must be a Virgo.
Shut up. Astrology is just fun to think about, okay?
It can be. I don't fit my astrology sign very well, but
I mean, that's fair. But also, that's just your sun's sign.
yeah.
Wait,
Anyway.
we're streaming.
Okay, really sidetracked. Oh gosh, that shows you where my focus
Sidetracked.
is. Did you
Sidetracked.
We sidetracked.
Sidetracked.
Yes, I get it.
You sure doesn't?
Because you questioned me like what?
Whatever. It's
Sorry,
fine.
can't catch a break.
I can't. I can
It's
never
fine.
catch a break.
This is what D&D's here for, to bully Zara.
All right, I will say for everyone listening.
To bully your DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us to the
I will
DM as
say-
we're about to go on a 30-day journey.
I will say for anyone listening who cares, Rooks' canonical birthday in this world will be whatever this world's equivalent to August 27th is.
Isn't that a Leo though?
It is not. Virgo is
August
23rd to
27th,
September.
not July 27th. I am so sorry. I think I need more caffeine. It's been one of those days. Okay.
Food.
Anyway.
That's hard mood.
Thanks.
Okay, let's stop getting sidetracked, guys.
Track.
Polo, I
It's
swear to God.
sidetracked now.
And suddenly a Zorn shows up.
Yeah,
The fuck is a
suddenly
Zorn?
you all just die. You're dead.
Roy-
You're about to find
Death.
out. Bring it. I welcome death.
I told you that you all
Death
had to
is
bring
my
new
bitch.
characters. Candle was right.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Don't worry, I'm not afraid. Death is my beach.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I like my backup character.
Literally all of you guys do like your backup characters. So
Yes.
anyways, you guys. So you say goodbye to Trix. She's looking at you weirdly like, okay, bye, I guess. Make your way back to the headless dragon. When you guys are packing up and everything, Vila kind of walks in and holds out a bag to you, Dr. Rooks.
Okay.
The hell was that?
Wait, what? Okay, there's diamonds in the bag.
How much diamondos?
They look like some of them are still like in the necklaces. Like she legit just raided her jewelry box.
Food.
But it's I'd say it's about the equivalent of 300, we'll just say, to make things
So I got 2,400 now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, we
We're
fought
never
we
gonna
fought that
die.
primordial. He said no, thank you.
It's okay. It's not
Ebony
like
said
Yeah, but
Ebony said you can't leave, so
that's fair. As he goes, he hands her he slyly hands her a small piece of paper before just nodding in, turning back to the group.
okay. She doesn't make a face and hides it up her sleeve pretty quickly. I would say that most people wouldn't notice unless they were trying to pay attention.
We don't care about them.
She kind of crosses her arm.
I know it was magic.
It's magic.
I love when Cass just randomly rolls for Arcana. It cracks me up every time. Was this magic? Who knows? Says the rogue. So, but she just kind of leans against the cart as you guys are bustling around and once you guys kind of finish up and are ready to leave, she just says, well, if you guys need me, I probably won't be able to pick up very many things, but I will meet you in Brightstone.
Okay.
So, good luck, I guess.
When you're this good, you don't need luck.
Yeah, luck is always a good thing to have. So, she kind of smiles and winks at you.
Oh. And what? Just winks at me. Oh God, his eyes just like.
It wasn't like a flirty wink. It was like a joking wink. Calm down.
Gotcha.
Well,
Winks
it
can
doesn't
be
revolve
multiple
around you,
things.
Oh,
Zai.
confused. Huh?
The world doesn't revolve around you, Zai.
No, it revolves around me.
So, but she nods at each of you, and then she looks to you, Elman, and says, can we talk for a sec?
Yeah.
So awkward. Cracks me up. Okay, so she kind of walks a couple paces off from the group who's still packing up and just
Except for me.
Are you
for this.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I follow, and
25.
knowing
Okay.
Kaz's tricks, I'll make sure he doesn't come.
Well, actually, hold on.
Ah, he's not there. We're good.
Must have been the wind.
Must have. Oh my gosh. Why you no work?
Because he
There we
doesn't
go.
want to.
Ah. Okay, she doesn't notice you either. Wow.
How did she have a plus 11 in perception?
Because he's a fucking rogue.
I should have gone off her passive. She would have noticed you then.
The fuck?
Now I'm mad.
Actively trying to look for me.
She's what?
No.
I said she's actively
No.
trying to look for me.
She is actively trying to look for you, and she's apparently distracted. But she just says, to you, Elman, she just says, just stay safe, okay? And keep your head about you.
Yeah, we're gonna go the long way, so we'll be safe. Who knows what's in ancient ruins, though?
Yeah. And I don't know enough about these runes yet, so please. I hope you succeed, but she needs to see you again.
Well, Rooks is somewhat of a whiz kid when it comes to books, so I'm sure he can dig up enough information to make this a successful.
I got you something so we can stay in contact.
Oh,
And she presses a stone into your hand.
okay. I look at the stone.
What?
I look at the stone.
She says they're sending stones, so if you need to contact me for whatever you can.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
But I won't always be able to reply necessarily. So
Understood. I'll assume it doesn't mean you're in trouble.
you know how it goes.
Very true.
Okay, be safe, I guess. And she just kind of like waves at the rest of the group and like turns to walk away.
All right, I'll walk away.
So awkward. Okay, so you guys depart. Yeah?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Off on a
Works.
grand adventure.
Rooks instantly gets to work. He has 15 days to make a bunch of spell scrolls.
And I
Okay.
drive the horse.
Wait, so
Xylovar can drive the horse.
I mean you
I'm
can
on
make
my own
yourself,
horse.
you can make yourself look like Zai if you wanted to.
We have our own horses. So I'm assuming
Wait,
we're riding
so
alongside them.
that'd be interesting. This guy's like, wait.
Who's on a
Hold
horse,
on
by
a
the way? We have 3 of them.
I mean, I guess it would be you, Snud, and Elman if
We don't
Zai's
need the
driving.
horses to be driven.
We
We
could
could
just
have.
tie them out like a caravan until the Black Rose tires, and we can replace her.
Yeah. Like Santa's reindeer.
Oh, I don't understand why I have to explain to you guys consistently how buff she is. She's not getting tired.
Oh my gosh.
In that case, Snud is going to work on his jewelry crafting project.
Okay, so you and Dr. Rooks are kind of just in the back of the cart, plugging away at your separate projects. Zai's driving, and you guys kind of watch. As you travel out of the artist region into the Sea of Hills, you kind of start to see why it's called that. This whole area is kind of rolling hills and different fields of like wheat and corn and other agricultural stuff. And you continue along the way. This road is pretty populated, very well traveled. This whole, like the Clarius Kingdom as a whole, is pretty safe in general, and on the main paths. And so as you continue down the main path, there's a lot of different people, a lot of different trade. And after several days, you ferry the river into the region of Horizon Grove and continue through that area. As you're going through this area, you start to see that the people that you pass, the carriages are nicer. The people are a little bit more well dressed. It's a rich area. And you continue and go past the lake and go down into the Umbra region. So this region, as you travel for a few more days, is filled with giant trees, essentially. So it's a huge forested area, and there's little city pockets in the forest, and it's less of like the region. Other regions are like one big capital that's supported by a couple other small cities, and the Umbra region is a lot more of like kind of equal cities. There's not necessarily many that are bigger than the others, and it's a huge trade area, and there's a lot of goods and everything being passed through. But the trees are ginormous and they're huge, and the kind of canopy comes over you, and you always see the pretty like shade of green kind of going back and forth across the area. As you continue along, you travel for a few more days. And it, all in all, it takes you about like I would say a week and a half to 2 weeks to get down to the bottom of the Clarius Kingdom. So it passes rather uneventfully because these are like huge roads that have constant trade on them, that constantly have people on them, and so there's not necessarily like any problems. You occasionally have to keep an eye out to make sure that you're not getting, stolen from or anything, but it's not a problem at all to travel through this area. Is there any like conversation or anything you guys wish to have traveling process, or do you relatively keep to your
It'll take 15 days for Rooks to finish all the scrolls. How many days would you say it's been specifically?
13?
So, well, I had 59 hours left, so I'm guessing I could have done this in 6 days, 10 hours per day.
Sure. Hold on,
Alright.
I'm pulling your spreadsheet up.
I had 59 hours left and 7 spell slots, so I would have used multiple spell slots a day if nothing.
Yeah, if you weren't
Interesting
fighting
happened.
anything, this area is super easy. So yeah, I would say Yep, because you need 60 times. You said if you did 10. Gosh, why does math suck? Okay, then yeah, you're done. You have the dragon's
Awesome.
eyes sunglasses things finished, and it is
Started working
great.
on my other project, so we said 13 days, so that's our 70 hours. Uh,
No, it's your other project is 640 hours.
oh,
Jesus Christ.
It's
it was
pretty intense.
so that's 70 hours, or we'll reduce it by 70 hours. So we are now at 570 hours left,
Yes.
and 2 spell slots. That's 26. Yeah, I'll remove 10 spell slots, just because.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
Cool.
Well, I have 3 level 1 cure wounds and 3 level 2 cure wounds.
Dope.
Now I've got my Eyes of the Dragons, guys. It does not shoot divine smites. That's not what it does. It grants me, what does it do? Sorry. Grants me advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. And I could, in conditions of clear visibility, can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. So they're basically binoculars. They're binoculars / sunglasses for Snud.
I love it. Snud goes from not being able to see in the light to like having superhuman vision.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like, if I could add X-ray vision to that, it'd be perfect.
Oh my gosh.
We're fighting undead dragons, guys. Every time.
Every time. Okay, so is there, other than taking care of those points, we're kind of like at the halfway point. Is there any conversation or anything you'd wish to have during the super easy part of your journey?
Is there? I honestly don't know.
Cass, I'm planning on making a dagger for you, like a real super special dagger. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, I would change my form, Zari.
Oh.
Okay. As you're traveling, what would you be in?
Human male. Kind of gruff.
Is this a new one?
No,
Is this new?
it's just the one I haven't used in a while.
Okay. I was like really excited. I was like, is
This
there a new
one-
one for me to read?
Is this one we've seen before?
Mm-hmm. The very beginning.
We
When
have.
were in the swamp.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Really quick, Rooks takes out a piece of paper and he hands it to his good friend Snud.
And I take that paper.
All
What is
right.
that?
No, just kidding.
He said, "You said you wanted a recipe for donuts, so
Yeah.
I wrote a simple one down for you."
Well, thank you. That's awesome. I can make my own donuts. Or, well, can you help me? Because I'm not really good at cooking. I mean, I'm great with cooking rats and stuff, like rat stew. I could do that rat stew, but I'm not really good with pastries.
Oh, you need help baking? I guess. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have a professional help you?
Oh, we already finished our donuts like the first day we traveled, and
Yeah, you had a bunch of empty jelly donuts.
All right, I can help.
Now
if
they're
you
just
really-
crunchy donuts.
Yeah. They're
I
real
can
stale.
help the next time we get into a kitchen if you really want to, I guess.
yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
He's
Dr. Rook.
very awkward about this.
It's like bonding with Snud. Make donuts. I love it. This is cute. Okay.
They go up to B rank.
You have now reached friendship level 4.
I did want to talk to Snud about something.
Okay, go ahead.
Snud, you said that you can you're creating an item for me, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible to make it so I'm slightly faster reaction time kind of thing?
I don't think I have a recipe for that, but I could look.
Oh, you need a recipe?
Yeah. I bought a bunch of them, but I don't know if I have a recipe like that. I'll have to look at it and I'll get back to you.
Basically, I want advantage on initiative mechanically.
I feel like that would be a custom weapon. I mean, item.
Yeah.
I mean, there are daggers of warning.
Yeah.
Something that does that.
You told me to go to Snud, sorry.
No, I said he would have to enchant something for
You said
you.
you could ask Snud.
Okay, because you were talking about
Mhm.
putting that on your boots
Mhm.
that you have already. And so in order to do that, you would have to enchant your boots already. But if you wanted a whole different item, we could do that too. So it's just
Oh.
up to you.
Could you add it
We'll
to my
have a
boots?
belt buckle of warning.
A belt buckle of warning. Oh my gosh.
Could you add it to my boots?
Whenever there's danger, the belt buckle just vibrates.
All I can think of is like a dagger that just like opens its mouth and yells whenever there's danger nearby.
Oh
It'd be-
god, that'd be
it'd be-
funny.
It would be so funny. Just constantly have a screaming dagger.
I'll talk about it with Zari later on, and I'll get back to you. Okay?
Sounds good.
But yeah, you'll be able to do the thing. So, and if you want to add it to your boots, that could be a possibility.
Whatever.
I'm down.
Up
Put
yawning.
down the clown.
Sure? Okay. Okay. So, any other conversation or notes you wish to have?
No,
Yes, no, maybe so.
no.
Everybody's real awkward. Okay.
Not
I mean,
awkward.
Rooks and Zai are
Most people are
having
walking.
Rooks and Zai Love are having their normal conversations.
Okay.
But
Cool. So as you get to the hold on, I have a spreadsheet up instead of my actual notes. As you get to the Riverward City, it's kind of a pretty big city. It's like right at the edge of the forest, and it's kind of like the last stop before you cross the bridge into the uninviting. I can't read my own handwriting from here. The uninviting
Uninviting
expanse. Thank you.
expanse.
I have it written somewhere else. I just was like looking at it. It was bright. Okay. And so the city is it's like a smallish like outpost type city that has several different stores, and there's different merchants that kind of funnel through and set up shop for a little bit and then carry on with their merry ways. There's several taverns and different inns and places to stay. And it's like there's people that live there, but not very many. So it's mainly like a rotating town type thing. And it's the last stop before you cross the Riverward Bridge to the other side of the continent that's not separated by this gigantic gulch.
Where are we right now?
Right? You see that like bridge thing there?
Wait, we're taking a cart across
Oh.
a bridge? How big is this
It's like
bridge?
it's a very, very big bridge. So it was built several, like 100 or so years back to help trade between the two continents rather than trying to, barge things across, which is insane.
Yeah, I would
And
totally
so-
know that.
Thanks.
No.
It's a pretty huge bridge. You can like run two carts across at the same time. Not vertically. Widthwise, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And so it's pretty big. It looks really sturdy. It's not like a swinging bridge. It's like a really sturdy bridge that has posts and stuff into the water below and everything. So you guys kind of restock up on your supplies in the town. Enjoy a night in actual. I mean, it was pretty easy this whole way to like find inns if you prefer to stay there rather than like camping the whole time. But like enjoy your last night in like a real bed before you enter into the expanse as well as the desert.
What of you to assume Rook sleeps in a bed?
No, I know that Rook sleeps in his cart.
Wait,
That's
actually,
all the time.
is there a bathhouse?
Yeah.
Brooks is going to go to the
Brooks
bathhouse.
is really obsessed with bathhouses.
Because he likes to be clean. He's a doctor.
Okay. So if the rest of you guys want to join, you guys all kind of enjoy cleaning off after traveling for so long and the like before you go and get super dirty in the dust and dirt and all that jazz. As you make your way. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Why am I so tired tonight?
Rude.
Because you
I
don't
know.
sleep.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I mean, I sleep, just never enough. So as you guys continue to travel through and you you go across this gigantic bridge. It's pretty busy right now. There's a lot of people on like traveling and passing as you more like coming in and everything, bringing trade from Sanbar Oasis and Brightstone and the other city down here that I can't read at the moment and don't remember off the top of my head. And you see a lot of different people and different like types of people that you haven't necessarily seen because Clarius Kingdom is pretty basic. As you cross and start to see kind of the other side, you see in front of you, it looks like just kind of a barren waste. There is one road lining across and everything, and hills here and there, but it's like very like there's grass. That's it. And for those who have traveled this path before, which would be Dr. Rooks and Zai and Snud, you've kind of meandered your way over here too. But you guys know that there are different like bandit clans and everything in the expanse that sometimes live like in these like underground barrows and then they like raid on the people who cross the roads and everything. So it's pretty dangerous here, since it's an open area. But you guys are beginning to travel, and as you continue on, you guys continue a little bit west for a couple of days before there's this small outpost, and then the road splits north towards the Sanbar Oasis. But you guys continue for a couple of days. Um,
How
nothing
many
like
days is a couple of days?
you could just wait until the end and then like mark off all the stuff.
Yeah, but I know you, so just in case a surprise encounter happens.
Speaking of, Snud would like to use his new item,
Okay.
the
And
Eyes of Dragon, and like every hour or so he'll take like 5 or 10 minutes to just survey the surrounding areas, see if there's anything interesting like ruins or
okay.
bandits or dragons.
Okay. Go ahead and make the check for me.
Let me.
Natural
Do
one.
I have... Okay, so I've got advantage on perceptions now. Okay.
2 natural one.
Oh, cool.
15.
Yikes.
Okay. So Dr. Rooks, it's been about an additional 3 days.
Oh, perfect. Dr. Rooks is going to start handing out spell scrolls to the 3 people who cast.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
take one.
Anyways, Rooks looks at Ellie's like, you did help pay for half, so you can take your pick of which ones you think would be best for you to have.
What'd you make?
There are 7, so what I would recommend is that Dr. Rooks keeps 4, and oh wait, sorry. What I would recommend is that Dr. Rooks takes 3, and you 2, and you get 2, and Snud takes 2. That's what I recommend.
What kind of scrolls are these? Scrolls of
Cure
healing?
wounds?
Cure wounds.
They're all cure wounds scroll. I have all right, so meta out of character talk. I have 3 level 1 cure wounds and 4 level 2 cure wounds.
Oh.
I recommend that Rooks keeps 2 level 2 and 1 level 1.
I'll take 2 level 3 1 or 2 level 1 ones.
Cool. And that means make sure you mark them down in like your notes section because I don't think there's a
Yeah, it's just like spell scroll, and it doesn't say like what spell is on the
Oh,
scroll. It's
I just added it as a custom item.
Oh, that works too.
How much
that
does
works.
Snud have? 2 level 2s? Or, I'm sorry.
Okay, so that means
How many?
Elman, how many did you take?
I took 2 level 1s.
Level 1s?
Yes.
Already?
Sorry, you cut off, Shorty.
Yeah, I took 2 level 1 spells. Scroll.
Cool. So, okay, god damn it, I hate you. Alright.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I'm doing the best I can.
So
Wow.
Snud, that leaves. So Snud, Rooks is gonna hand you 1 level 1 cure wounds and 1 level 2 cure wounds.
Okay,
Make sure you write it down somewhere, please.
of course.
Because I'm not gonna remember.
Me either.
What's new?
Wait, what?
Said what's new?
Oh.
Excuse me?
Right, so that. Oh wait, sorry.
Just a prank,
Yeah.
Zari.
That means I have
Uh-huh.
We're
1
filming.
level.
Just a prank, bro.
The camera
And
right
we
there.
we all just have strokes and die.
Yep, your character is struck down by lightning.
Alright, everyone, remember your scrolls you have because now it's time to start on these potions.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
By the way,
So-
Rook is also going to keep an eye out.
Cool. Also make a you can't. You're making potions.
Wait, I can't look up every hour or so.
I mean, I assumed you were in the back of the cart, like with all your stuff.
I mean, you make a fair point, but also he would keep his ears out because like he's traveled this road before.
I don't know. If you were working on like enchanting or something like that, I would say you weren't really keeping too good of a watch, but you'd probably have disadvantage.
I mean, also
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait, actually,
Oh my gosh.
you told me that if I make potions I could just have them going in the background. I'm not working on spell scrolls anymore. I'm working on potions.
Oh,
So
because
does that
they're
count
like
for something?
brewing. Okay, then fine. You can make a normal perception.
Cool. Now Rooks is actually gonna drive.
And I throw sand in his eyes to give him just.
Oh, I hate you.
This is being a dick.
I'm sorry.
He only got 1 more than Snud. So.
Okay. So you two kind of notice at
15.
the same time, kind of off to your right and a little ways ahead, it looks to be some sort of ancient ruin type thing. You can't make out too clearly, but there is something to your right.
Let's go investigate. That looks amazing. Maybe there's like mummies in there. That'd be great.
Or we can continue on our path.
I do think it would be best to stick to the task at hand.
But think of all the treasures that could be in there.
But think of all the nothingness that may be in.
That's
Well, if
also
there's nothing, it won't take long for us to figure it out, and then we could just leave. But if there's treasure, think of all the treasure.
I mean,
So now Snud has critical thinking skills.
we're not really on a deadline, are we?
Oh no, just people dying and
There's
the world about to end. So no, I think they could postpone it until next week.
Well, that's Joey saying that. So
Wait, actually, I might have a spell for this.
find
Never
out what
mind, I
that
don't have a
is.
spell for this.
I use my binoculars to focus on these ruins and find out more about them.
Sure. I would say as you get closer, you're kind of looking at these and like letting as you're looking, you can make another perception check.
Yeah.
I'll get off
Hey, go
really quick
Snud.
and then I'll just run over there.
Book it.
I'm assuming I'm
Oh.
fast enough to. Right?
11.
How far is it?
It's like a quarter of a mile off.
I could see anything within 2 miles, like if it was right next to me.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That is insane. So you
So unbattled
kind of
distances is that far? Well, it's not that far, quarter mile.
yeah.
Sorry,
You
no,
can,
no. I'm sorry, I misspoke. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
Okay. So
So
as
I'll
you
run over there. Same
okay,
time as 7.
so you guys kind of look and get closer. As Snud is looking, cast just like Neum super fast over there.
Mew.
I said
Mm.
Neum like the car noise,
Oh, Mew. Oh, okay.
but what you see before you is it appears ancient ruin type thing, and it looks like there are it doesn't look like there's a door or anything, but it looks like it used to be some sort of like temple or some sort of like gathering place.
How big is it?
I would say it's like 60 feet long and like 40 feet across. But you kind of look around, everything's stone and crumbled, and anything that was of use has already been like picked from here.
But there's no door, right? It's
No,
over
it's like caved in, and so it's open to the air.
what? Wait, what do you mean? Caved in, but it's open to the air?
Like part of it is caved in, the ceiling is caved in. It looks
Oh.
like it caved in a long time ago, and there's like different pillars still standing and everything. But
Is it
it's
a cave that like goes down, or is it just like flat?
it was like if the roof caved in partially, and there's like rocks and rubble all inside. So as you're looking around, will you make an investigation check?
Great at the
Investigate.
Are you sure?
15.
Okay. You kind of dig through the rocks and rubble a little bit more, and you find what looks to be some sort of old amulet type thing, um, that has a symbol on it that
I
looks.
recognize.
No, you do not, but it has actually make a religion check.
Man, thank God I have expertise in religion.
That would be a weird
6.
expertise for a rogue to pick. No, you have no idea. But what it looks to be is it looks to be two kind of thin swords crossed. But you have no idea what it is.
I'll take it and I'll run back to the group.
Okay.
So I found this. Go to Elman Snud.
Can Rooks make a history check on this?
It would be religion.
Well, Brooks doesn't have anything in religion, so he's kind of useless. I'll still roll, but it's only a +3.
+3 is still pretty good.
He got a 9.
Yeah, you have no
Elman
idea.
will take
Hey,
a shot.
and we got a 6-9 though, guys. Like, who really?
Elman is all knowing.
Well, Snud actually recognizes this because he has a similar holy symbol around his neck.
Yeah? What is it?
It's a holy symbol of Kitsune.
Oh,
Wow, guys. It's a temple to this comes from a temple from Kitsune. We have to go see it.
Do you want a price, Snud?
Not especially, but I have to go see it. It's going to be fantastic, I'm sure of it.
was there any writing or anything on the walls or anything?
You didn't like see necessarily like everything that had been kind of carved. There were some carvings and stuff, but everything that you kind of see has been faded away with time. It looks like it's been like years since anybody's been in there. Like hundreds of years.
Starts to go towards the temple.
Is this magic?
I guess I can identify it. I don't see any point in checking out a rundown temple though.
Temple 2 is God. Could have cool stuff.
Okay.
Be
Yeah.
amazing, Elman. I just know it.
I'll Can I identify the necklace? I'll use a spell shot slot.
Just actually make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. That's not any better. I know nothing.
Okay. You may cast identify if you.
Sure. I will.
Okay. So as you
A
do, it
necklace
is
of
not.
many things.
It is no. It is not magic. It is simply just in like a holy symbol.
Looks like no magic here. What time is it?
God, since this is my god, and since I'm spec in jewel crafting, could I examine it and learn more about it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Will you just make? Will you just make a general wisdom check for me?
Wisdom.
What time is it at this point?
It's like 2, 3 in the afternoon.
8.
I've got infinity wisdom.
So much wisdom. If you turn your head, it does kind of look like the infinity symbol. Okay. Anyways, it looks pretty similar to yours. It's just worn away with age. Nothing special about it.
Okay.
Like I said before, Rooks is going to go towards the temple.
Okay. So you guys kind of pull up to the temple and you see what Cass saw before. The kind of caved in, everything looks to be like that was of use is gone. Like there's no chairs or anything in here. It's all like stone and crumpled, and there's bits and pieces of like wood and other like tree branches that well actually there's no trees in this area, never mind. I was like tree branches that have blown in, but like tumbleweeds and other and the like. Up in front there seems to be some sort of like kind of like altar area that's a little bit raised a couple steps up. There's no statues or anything, and there's super like faint, very old kind of carvings that you guys can't really make out.
Is there any celestial around?
Make an investigation check.
Boy, I can't wait to bump up this intelligence. I got 15.
Okay. As you're kind of poking around a little bit, and you see kind of in the back of the altar, you see in celestial the name of Kitsune, and it's like was carved into the like altar area, but then it looks like it was like scratched out, but you can still kind of read it.
Yep, this is definitely her temple.
I'm going to take out my amulet and start praying, saying, keep in mind that Snud has no idea how to pray.
Is he praying out loud?
Sure. Well, he'll like quiet voice. He'll say like, "Hey, Kitsune, I'm at your temple and stuff, in the uninviting expanse. If you want to show me a sign of something you want me to do in the area, I'll gladly do it. I'm sure it's going to be loads of fun and a great adventure."
Will you make a wisdom check for me?
Sure.
Or actually to do charisma. Make a charisma check.
Okay. 13.
Okay. You're saying this holding your personal holy symbol, or are you holding the one you found?
I'm holding my personal holy symbol and the necklace that we found.
Okay. As you say this, you kind of feel like a small like wave of wind come through and like come pass over you, and the holy symbol begins to glow a little bit, and it starts to glow this like kind of light blue, really pretty turquoise light, and you get the sense you see a similar glowing thing kind of behind the altar.
Ooh, pretty. I'm
What
gonna go
looks it?
investigate.
Oh no, Snud does. I mean, you would notice it. You're kind of standing over there. So you investigate and you kind of brush some dust off a piece of or like stone behind and move some rubble out of the way, following this like glowing area, and you see impression of her holy symbol in a circle in the altar.
Okay, I'm gonna try to fit the necklace in there if it fits.
It does fit. And as you do,
Awesome.
and it kind of clicks in, you hear behind you, and a piece in the wall or a piece in the floor kind of like opens, and there's stairs.
Guys, look what I found! I found some stairs.
Um, Dr. Rooks looks at it, he's like, you put a trap door opened in the temple of the goddess of tricks. This will be interesting.
Oh, she's the goddess of stories.
She's also the goddess of pranks.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I've never known her to do any pranks and stuff.
I mean, you could just read a book, but it's fine. What am I saying? Snud doesn't read.
And yet you've given him some spell scrolls.
You know, it's
Yeah.
fine. What do you
Explore
have?
these
Cure
stairs.
wounds now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
I'll go down the stairs. I'll check.
Go
for
down the stairs, guys. It's gonna be
traps.
amazing and stuff.
I really think we should. I would like to press on.
I don't know. It seems like we should go this way.
Oh, it's Kitsune that revealed this to me. I'm sure she wants me to go down there.
Just quick 10-minute adventure. In and out.
Yeah.
As you should probably stealth forward.
I mean, there's stairs, so it's kind of hard.
You could still do it, but
Anything's
cast-
gonna see me come down.
I mean, if you don't think you're skilled enough to move quietly down the stairs, that's fair.
I'll check for traps first.
Okay.
Stairs will turn
So,
into a slide or something.
so make a perception check.
For investigation?
Investigation check as you're checking out these stairs.
15.
Okay. You don't see any. You're looking and you're trying to find like different things or pressure plates or tripwires. You don't see any.
I'll fly down.
Okay. So you fly down this without touching the steps.
Yeah.
Okay. You fly down the stairs and it's dark down there. It is pitch black.
Jar.
Dark.
Straight up jar.
Do I have anything? I have a lantern, so I'll light that up.
Okay. So you light the lantern and you see it's kind of like it's stairs.
It's a
and
hooded
then
lantern.
Okay, so it has a hood over it, so it's not like super uber bright. And you see a hallway that goes on for as far as you can see. There seems to be a couple doors. As far as you can see, there's two on the left side and one on the side.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch the floor still. I'll push the one on the right side.
Are you like? It's like a full-on door.
Oh, I thought it was like a stone door. I'll just turn it on, I guess.
Okay. So you open
Are
the
there
door.
any shit? Or I didn't say it.
So you open the door, and I need you to do dexterity saving.
I was like, I had it in my mind. Oh, natural 20.
Oh, okay. So you open the door and you dodge out of the way as kind of like something falls from the ceiling. And you duck back into the hallway, and you see like on the floor in front of you what appears to be some sort of like stone piece that was like purposefully lodged on top of the door.
Like a water bucket, but deadly.
Seems
Yeah.
like the type of prank Cass would try to pull.
What the fuck? No. Is there anything in this room?
You look inside and kind of shine your lantern inside. Will you make a perception check?
Well,
Okay. You see a desk with a bunch of rotting books on it. You also see what appears to be like an old bed frame that has like nothing in it. It's just like an old bed frame. And also it looks like everything that was of use was kind of cleaned out of here.
the books are so that.
I mean, as far as you can see, yeah.
Can I check if the desk has anything inside of it?
Okay. You go to the desk and you're kind of looking around. Will you investigate for me?
8.
Okay. The books all seem like rotted and old, and you're kind of looking at them, and they're not preserved well, and
But
you
can
can't make out anything. You check there seems to be like a drawer or a couple of drawers, but they're all like jammed.
like locks or?
Like it's old and the desk's like half caved, and so they're
Well, I'll
jammed.
break them if I need to.
Okay, make a strength check.
So I have like my dagger give me leverage or my short sword. Strength?
Mhm.
Oh man. 8.
Okay, you try to pry at the drawer to no avail.
I'll go to the other 2 doors.
Is it? Would we be down there by now? The rest of us?
Did you guys follow?
Oh, Snud would definitely go down.
Okay, so Snud, as you walk 2 steps down the stairs, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
But I checked for
All right.
You didn't see him.
actually I
Dexterity.
think
Got a 5.
as Snud dies.
Okay, so Snud, your foot on the second step depresses into the like what feels like a pressure plate, and you feel it sink down a little bit. And I'm really mad that you said this, Holo, but yes,
I knew it because their reaction. I was like, because I guess exactly what it was, didn't I?
You did. The stairs turn and shift and turn into a slick floor, and you just slide all the way down to the bottom. And make a lot of noise as you land, clanking in your armor. You don't take any damage or anything. It was harmless. It just was fun.
That was awesome. Let's do it again. Hey, Cass.
Snud comes clanking into the hallway.
Hi. Snud. There's 2 doors over here. I'll check this door. You check the other one. Just make sure there's not a rock above it or something. Open.
Okay. I open it carefully and prepare myself to get the hell out of Dodge if there's a rock up there.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 20.
Oh.
Nice. Okay. So that was just a dexterity check. That wasn't a save.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Let's try
fine.
this again.
So add 2 to that. So 22. So as you kind of duck out of the way, prepared as Cass warned you for a rock or something to fall, you actually hear like a noise, and a tripwire triggers, and something kind of comes out of the ceiling and smacks into the door, and it looks like some sort of really crude hammer that's made out of wood that swung down and smacked where. And it's actually really funny because you're so short that it kind of just swings over your head.
The thing about it is, these are actual YouTube pranks.
That's so cool. My first trap ever.
Oh my gosh, I love
So
Snud.
glad we came down here.
I'm checking the other door for traps.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Do it.
11.
Okay, nothing that you notice, but
Open it real quick and back out.
okay, you open it real quick and back out and kind of like zoom back a little bit. Nothing.
I'm not gonna touch the ground. What is in there?
Okay, so Snud, as you're kind of looking in your room, you see that this room kind of had a lot of, like, it looks like empty shelves, essentially. So some sort of old storage room. There's not really much in there. You kind of poke around. Will you make an investigation check for me?
Well,
Okay.
Natural 20.
16.
Even with your -1. Okay. You kind of poke around a little bit and you notice that there's various old, like, rusted daggers, and that there's a couple, like, kind of piled in the corner underneath some of the rubble and underneath some of the, like, weird cloth pieces, and everything as you're kind of looking around. There's nothing really of value in here, but as you're kind of looking and kind of giving up, in the corner you see a small gold dagger.
Ooh, pretty. I'll scoop it up and check it out.
Okay. As you look at it, you see the symbol Kitsune carved into the hilt.
Ooh. All right. I will put that in my inventory. I would also like to see the books, check the bookshelves and see if there's a false bookshelf to see if it's a secret entrance or something.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Find his bat cave.
I got a 1.
you poke around at the bookshelves that you can reach. You see nothing.
I'll rush to Cass and show him the cool dagger that I found.
Is that actual gold?
It looks like it, yeah.
Can I pick it up and inspect it to see if it's real gold?
I would be able to tell you I'm a jewel crafter, man.
Okay.
It is real gold.
Okay.
So
That is
the
pretty cool.
yeah.
Hand it back to Snud.
It's so pretty. I'll ask Dr. Rooks if it's magic and stuff.
Did they fall down with you? Or just waiting.
I think
They're
they're just waiting up top.
I don't know. Would you guys have fallen down?
Oh,
No.
Russell fallen down.
They're like,
Gone
guess
down
they
the
died.
Okay, so Cass, in your room, you're kind of looking around. It used to be a smaller room than the one that you first went in, but it also has a desk and like an old bed.
Check the desk again.
Okay, this one has no books on it. So, but there are 2 drawers. Okay. You pull at one, you open it, and you see nothing in there. And then you pull at the other one, and it's locked.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
What are you doing over there, Cass?
I'm trying to open this drawer.
Well, I could help you with that. I could just use
Oh.
my hammer and bash it open.
Oh my
Sure.
gosh.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'll attack it with my warhammer.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Oh my
Jesus
Natural
Christ.
20.
Okay, so Snud walks up and bashes the whole side of the desk apart, wood flying everywhere. And the desk kind of just goes and falls over and smashes.
I just had a family, man.
What was in the drawer?
You look at the drawer, it seems to be there's like some sort of old journal in there.
Okay, I'll open it.
You pick it up, it's half decayed, and you kind of look at the first day and it's dated of about 500 years ago.
Is it in common or what?
No, like there's no you can't make out any. It's just you see kind of like the half of the date on the top and the year, but it's like decayed and kind of gross in your hands.
Snud, why don't you hold on to this?
I sure will. Maybe Dr. Rooks or Shorty or Elman knows mending or something.
Can that repair
That'd be
rock?
great.
I don't know what mending is, but I'm sure it'll help.
Rooks has lesser restoration.
On a book?
On a book?
Yeah, I have that too, dude. It does not work that way.
That
I
would be
mean,
amazing.
Restore the book. Hurry.
I mean, well then, listen. If it only works on people, what's the point?
Animals.
I mean, because the thing about it is, if that's the point, it literally makes mending completely useless then. Because like mending can't fix something like this. Mending can only fix like small things that are broken, but also it's a cantrip, so it's like, I guess.
Did the hallway keep going on? Right. It didn't end down here, right?
No, it did.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Well, you didn't like it went to the end of your vision, but if you poke around more, you'll see that the hallway ends.
Okay. I don't know how we're gonna get back up. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, can't you fly?
I can fly. But
I'm really good at
fly,
climbing.
fly.
I'm sure I could climb it.
how heavy is Snud? Can I carry him?
He's
That is pretty heavy with all
Yeah,
his
I
equipment.
know.
wearing
That's why I'm
full
asking.
armor. He's
I'm
pretty.
assuming I would have left the rations in the cart.
Oh,
but
yeah, totally.
I'm really heavy. How heavy am I? Let's
Now I
check
want
it
to
out.
know.
Okay, Snud, I'm gonna go back up and I'll have them throw you a rope.
Oh, I'm not that heavy. I'm 155.
I'm
pounds.
not very strong.
That's fair.
That would be. I could just like imagine Cass trying to carry Snud in full armor, and it's cracking me up.
So, if anything goes wrong down here, just use the stone.
Well, before we do that, I mean, it's kind of stupid to build a temple with the stairs just turn into a slide and no way of turning back into a stairs. Let's investigate to see the bottom of the stairs if there's like a lever or a button or something that could bring it back into stairs.
Very true. Is there a button like that? Sorry.
Roll for investigation.
Yeah. I got a 9.
I got an 8, so 18. Just kidding.
Okay, so Snud, you're looking around and you don't see anything. You're like poking around by the ground and everything. Cass, as you're flying, you see up kind of like near the ceiling. One of the bricks looks a little bit different.
Well, push it in.
Okay, as you do so, the slide goes and turns back into stairs.
Okay. Snud.
Oh, Cass, good job. You found it.
Thank you. There's also other books in that other room if you want to take them as well.
Oh, okay. I'll do that right now. And then Snud just goes off and fetches the 2 other books.
Okay, so as you pick up the book, it crumbles in your hand.
Both books or just one?
They're like destroyed. They're essentially like gross. Destroyed. Nope.
And I investigate the desk and and since the drawers are
Jammed.
warped and jammed, can I use my hammer again?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah. Fuck!
I'll,
Another crit on a desk.
I'll rush in there
Yeah.
thinking that
Animate
Snud's
object.
getting attacked.
We are wasting our natural 20s.
Wait, why does this one have a +8 and this one has?
And
Why do
also
you
a
crit
plus
on?
8.
You crit on an 18?
I crit on a 20. Well, what?
It's
Did I?
it's an 18
Oh,
plus
I
8.
see what happened. Okay. It's so I did not crit just because I have a spell that okay, never mind. It's cool. I removed it.
What is happening?
Okay, so regardless, I got
I
a
mean,
26.
Either way, it's an old, dilapidated desk. So you smash the desk again, and it all kind of clutters apart. And you see the two drawers inside. You see another symbol in one drawer, and what appears to be a silver version of the dagger that you already have, the gold one.
Awesome. So now I've got 2 Kitsune daggers.
Mhm.
Awesome. Right. I think that's everything. I'm going to pray real quick with my amulet and say, "Hey, Kitsune, I found like 2 of your daggers and a book and stuff. Is there anything you want me to do with them?"
Roll a charisma,
Sacrifice.
a general charisma check.
Sacrifice cash.
Yep.
Epic prank.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
What do I roll?
Roll a charisma check.
The half elf, he's annoying.
18.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay. So as you kind of pray and everything, you just kind of get the sense of just like they're yours, enjoy.
Yeah. I got some cool daggers. I don't really use daggers, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them. Thank you, Kitsune. You're the best.
You hear like a soft chuckle.
All right.
Let's go back up.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go back up the stairs, avoiding the.
Actually, no.
the-
Snud is going to press the trap again so he can slide down again.
Okay, so you walk back up the stairs, and purposefully step on the trap thing and slide back down.
Eee! Now, is he tall enough to press the
No.
button?
No, you're
I'm
not.
assuming I fell down too since I wasn't expecting that.
Were you walking up the stairs or
Yeah.
were you flying?
I was
Oh.
walking up. I didn't want to waste my flying.
Cass, oh my gosh, yeah, Cass. Will you roll a dex saving throw for me?
Sure.
Or
Whoops.
you're good at those.
Okay.
21.
So as you're like right in front of Snud, and as he presses this button and slides back down, you just like, oh shit, and like grab and like jump up onto the top and manage to like miss it so you don't go sliding too.
I'm going to try to find a rock to throw at the button.
Okay, that's very
Or-
easy for you to do. There's a lot of rubble.
Yeah.
Okay, make just a general dexterity check.
Oh no.
11.
Okay, so you chuck the rock and it ding off the wall. Nothing happens.
Again. I'll try again. Again.
Okay,
Again.
fine. Eventually you chuck a rock hard enough that it manages to hit and like push a little bit. Poor Snud's so short, and it clicks back into place, and the stairs come back.
Yeah, and then I'll rush up the stairs without going on the trap.
Okay. I love that you guys are all kind of just standing at the top listening to Snud chuck rocks.
Rux's timing, if they were gone for more than 10 minutes, he was gonna get a rope and hop down there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you come up to the top, Snud, and see the rest of your friends.
Hey, Dr. Rooks, look what I found. We found a book and we found 2 daggers. Can you look at them? Tell me if they're special. Well, I know they're special because they're from my goddess, but I mean, like, really, really super extra special.
Rooks looks to the side. He's like, "Oh, that's funny." Even so, have you ever gotten any gifts from your girlfriend?
You get like an amused chuckle, and that's it.
Yeah. Then Rooks says, "Ow," and he rubs his arm.
Like referring to Snud's girlfriend?
Nothing. We talked about this already. Anyways,
Yeah, it's still I don't know when it's happening. It's like when someone's speaking on a sending stone and you don't know they're talking to you, and you feel awkward as you respond to them.
yeah, that's fair. Anyways, I can't do much about those daggers. However, I can try to get something out of this book.
Okay. You don't have any identify spells for the daggers? I don't know if they're magical, but can you tell me if they're at least magical?
Can I roll an Arcana for that, Zari, or do I have to use Identify? Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead and
I
roll
guess I'll
Arcana.
roll Arcana. Brooks rolled an 18.
Nice. They are not magical. They're just kind of ceremonial daggers.
It seems that they are simply ceremonial daggers. They're more so just representative of your deity. If you try to use them in battle, they most likely won't help much.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Ceremonial daggers are more for show than for function.
That's okay. That's totally fine. How about that book?
What spell would get this book together, Zari?
I don't
I
know.
First time.
Because the thing about it
Any
is,
would-
Greater Restoration is I don't get Greater Restoration until next level.
That only works on people too.
Well,
And it only works on like people and creatures.
Well, then why do you have to pay for it? That's garbage. What's the point?
Greater Restoration removes conditions. Has nothing to do with
Yeah.
reversing time.
I mean, yeah, you make a fair point, but also if I'm gonna pay 1,000 gold for it, it should be more versatile. Is my point.
Wait, why do you have to
That
pay
spell's
for it?
fucking. Yeah, it has a gold. It has a gold. Cost.
Components.
I think mending
so it's
is the
kinda-
way to go.
That's my problem with it. It's just like if I'm already gonna pay this much gold for it, it might as well be more versatile.
Pretty
But
fucking
also,
powerful
there's
to
the
remove
mending
that.
spell.
Those are like powerful conditions.
Okay, mending is a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain, link, 2 halves of a broken key, etc.
So basically, there's nothing we can do about this book.
Nope.
Well, I'll keep it anyways. Maybe somebody at the library in Sanbar Oasis can do something with it.
Maybe there's like 2 halves of a book and they need to be put together.
Scotch tape together.
On our
Mending
way.
is basically just duct tape.
It
yeah,
is pretty much
mending
like-
is basically duct
It's a
tape.
magic duct tape though. Makes it so it never looked like it cracked.
Oh, by the way, I didn't mean to rant. I just really hate Greater Restoration because of the gold cost. It's still a good spell. It just costs too much to use.
Okay, let's go.
I love that like Zai and Elman are just pouting in the back the whole time, wanting to do something.
Oh, we're just here. No, it's fine. We're just here.
It is fine. Let's go.
I mean, we could have had some side conversations.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys have side conversations?
Oh, they're just like playing rock, paper, scissors to pass this time.
Playing Animal Crossing.
Right? Dr. Rex pulls out his Switch.
Dr. Works would have a switch.
He would though.
He would have a switch, but he wouldn't have a therapist.
Right. Okay. So you guys make your way back to the cart.
That's what Rooks wants to do.
Okie dokie. So you guys make your way back to the cart and get back on the road. I think that this would be a good place to take a quick break. If that's chill with you guys.
Coolio.
Okay, so let's take a quick break. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes.
Alrighty.
Break.
Goodbye, goodbye, good
Okay,
friends,
well,
goodbye.
not quite yet. We're gonna do something quickly, and then we will say goodbye because I didn't realize how late it was. Because playing D&D is fun. Okay, so you guys kind of make your way back to the cart and continue on for a little ways with the excitement that you Snud. I almost said candle for some reason because I'm reading it. That Snud just found an old temple to his goddess, who is I don't know if you guys have like really asked, but Kitsune is like one of those. She's not part of the main pantheon anymore. She is one of those that was actually originally, I don't want to say kicked out of the pantheon, but like almost right away, and hasn't been a part of it. But she is like, people pretend like the higher up temples and everything, and everything pretend like that she's not a thing, but she is. So it's like one of those secrets that everybody knows but doesn't talk about. So anyway, you guys continue on for a couple more hours and manage to make camp in this area. And as you're all like sleeping and getting up for the next day, nothing of note seems to happen. The area so far, you haven't come across any signs of bandits or signs of thieves. It's just been like main travel and everything. But as you wake up the next morning and look around, Dr. Rooks is not there.
Wait, what?
Is his cart there?
Not
Yeah.
there.
But he is not. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Rooks, how dare you leave the group?
Oh,
Do you not know
guess I'll
that
die.
Zai is? Do you not know that Zai is useless without you?
Alright, please, they won't last 5 minutes without Rooks.
You guys are
Just,
fine.
just,
It's
just
fine.
So, just so that you know, now that Rooks is gone, Zai is gonna go in a complete rage until he finds him.
Okay. Anyways, so on that note, we will end the session. Thank you to all those who hung out and watched, and come hang out with us next week to continue our travels and see where Dr. Rooks went. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And if you haven't already followed us on Twitter, please do so. Okay.